That is, in this case, answer is that in this case the family needs to be made aware about the cleanliness in and around their house. Means here you should give the proper information to the family about which things about the cleanliness in their home and also the place around his house. So if they keep the house and the surrounding of the house clean, then what happened, the there is a dirtiness or uncleanliness get removed. So there is a need of to explain them to importance of balanced diet. Also another things we will do, that is, we give the information about the balanced diet to his mother, so for them and their child. So since also another point is that the father is drunkard, so he needs the counseling and treatment to get rid of the habit of the get rid of means it should have to go away from this habitat by using the counseling and also by taking the proper treatment in the counseling center. So it father also get rid of or also father go away from this type of alcoholism habitat. Okay, so in that way you can give some information about cleanliness, also about the balanced diet, and also counseling about the alcoholism. So in that way you should help his family, okay, to prevent from the diseases. Then we see the next question, that is, which diseases can occur to the uh, of the father of the master X. So here what happened, which diseases can occur to the father. We know the father of the X have habitat like alcoholism. Okay, drunkard means it is a person who drink very in a large amount as alcohol. Okay, so here the father of master X is drunkard, which means he might suffer from the disease such as the diseases liver crisis, then ulcer and gastrointestinal problem, means the diseases which are related to the digestive system. Okay, so because these alcohol damage the liver is the most important part in our digestive system. So this alcohol damage the liver part, so there liver crisis means there is the damage of the liver takes place. And also there is ulcer can be occur, ulcer of the stomach. Okay, ulcer of the liver. Then gastrointestinal means we know the intestine, that is the large intestine and small intestine. So inner layer of this intestine also get damaged due to this heavy alcoholism. Also the brain will be damaged due to this alcohol also affect on the nervous system. So in that way such type of diseases will suffer, such type of disease will be acquired in the master X father. Okay, so here we completed the question number 5. Then we move the next question, that is the question number 6. Give the preventive measures of the following disease. So here you should write down the all preventive measures for all these diseases, that is the dengue, cancer and AIDS. Okay, so here we see the first disease, that is the dengue. So we know how the dengue are spread. So dengue is the mosquito borne diseases. Okay, we know, also we learn about this in the videos, last videos. Okay, so here we can see the first, dengue is a mosquito borne diseases which is transmitted by Aedes mosquito. We know the type of which mosquito, which species spread this disease, Aedes aegypti. Okay, this species spread this dengue disease. And we know these mosquitoes grows in the clean and stagnant water. We know at which places these mosquitoes are grown, these are grown in the clean and stagnant water. So the breeding of this mosquito can be prevented by adopting the following steps. Means we can follow the steps. By following these steps we can prevent the breeding, means the growth of the population of this mosquito can be prevented by using these techniques. Which techniques? Here we see the larva eating fishes should be introduced in the ponds. In Marathi we also say that guppy fish. These fishes, such type of fishes also introduced in the ponds, that is the water bodies. So if we introduce such type of fishes, these fishes eat the larva. Larva means the eggs of these mosquitoes. Okay, so these eggs or mosquitoes can be eaten by the fishes which are introduced in the ponds. Then second activity, second precaution, that is collection and storage of water should always be done in closed vessels. So we should collect the water in the closed waters. There is a no open stagnant waters are found on the earth ground surface. And also at our home we should store the water in the closed vessel. Okay, then next, that is the potted plant should have proper drainage to avoid collection of water in the pots. We know at our homes we keep the some potted plants in our balcony, okay, or in our courtyard. So if there is a water should be stagnant inside such type of potted plants, then what happen, there should be a chances of increasing the mosquitoes laying their eggs. Okay, so there should be proper drainage to remove out the excess of water through this pot. The next is pesticides should be used against the mosquito as when required. Means here also we use the some pesticides in the form of coil spray. Okay, we also see some ads in the TV channels. Okay, that is the mosquito coils. Also there are some creams. We should use such type of preventions. Then we see the second disease, that is the, here we see the prevention measures for the dengue. Then we see the prevention measures for the second disease, that is the cancer. Which are the prevention measures? That is, first we have a healthy diet. Means our diet should be proper and in time to time. Healthy diet means from this diet we can get all the types of vitamins, minerals, fibers. Okay, so in such a way healthy diet should have to taken. Then second one is the do exercise regularly. Then you should avoid the smoking and alcohol, and also go for the regular health checkup. So time to time you should check your health uh, from your family doctor. And also you do regular exercise and yoga, you take healthy diet, and you should always avoid smoking and alcohol. It is the most important precaution. Then we see the next disease, that is the third disease is AIDS. So what is the prevention measure for the AIDS? So prevention measures for the AIDS are avoid. Which are they? First one is the avoid sexual contact with unknown persons. Then screening of blood before transfusion. Avoid sharing of needles. Means screening of blood before transfusion means here blood should be proper checked, or before donation you should take the blood from proper human beings, that is healthy person. Then also avoid the sharing of needles. Means doctor uses syringes for giving the injections. Okay, so in that way, for the salines, in that way the needle should be new for each and every activity. So here these are the some prevention measures for the AIDS disease. So next we see the next question, that is seventh question. Explain the importance of the following things. That is, first one is the balanced diet. Here these are the questions: balanced diet and physical exercise. And also another questions are there: make a list. Viral disease, bacterial disease, disease spread through insects, hereditary disease. And also there are the two questions remaining, 9th and 10th. So here I explain one by one. First we see the explain the importance of balanced diet. Okay, so here we see what is the importance of balanced diet. So answer is that a balanced diet is a diet containing all nutrients. Means here you should take the diet which include all the types of nutrients. Which type of nutrients? That is the carbohydrates. Diet should have all types of food material. That food material contain all these part. That is carbohydrates, the food which is rich in carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins. So all these contents are included in your diet. So such diet is called balanced diet. Okay, these are taken in a right quantities. Right quantity means the proportion of this food also in a proper way. So balanced diet helps us in a various way. In which way they helps us? We see this provides us with the importance nutrients required for the growth of body. Means If we take the balanced diet, it gives all the types of nutrients which are required for the growth of our body to be a healthy. Then it also helps us to stay fit and free from disease. If we are healthy and taken a proper diet, then we cannot easily acquire the any type of infectious disease or other diseases. Then we see the third important, that is helps in the strengthening in the immune system. So if we take the proper diet or balanced diet, our immune system will be work very well or very properly. We have very strong immunity power. And next one is the it helps our system to function properly. So due to proper diet, our whole functions in our body system, that is our respiratory system, digestive system, excretory system, all the system functions very properly due to this balanced diet. Then next one, it helps maintain to the healthy weight. So our weight will be proper with our height. We doesn't get a excess of fat in our body. Okay, there is no saturation of fat, so we have proper weight according to our height. So it helps to maintain our healthy weight. Then also balanced diet reduce the body fat, means there is no saturation of excess of fat in our body. So due to this we cannot acquire the excess of weight, and in this way we reduce the body fat. Then we see the next important, that is provides the body with the energy. So balanced diet also gives us the proper energy to doing various type of activities. And last one, it promotes this we see last one, it promotes the good sleep and makes us feel better about ourselves. Means due to this proper diet and proper functioning of our whole body system, so all these things helps to us to having a good sleep, and due to good sleep we feel very fresh in daily life. Okay, then we see the next question, that is B, physical exercise. Here you should write down the importance of physical exercise and yogasanas. So what helps these things to us? So here we see importance like that. First one is the it reduces the risk of heart attack. Due to this physical exercise and yoga, you there is a reduce the possibility of heart attack. Our heart function will be very proper. It also helps to maintaining the weight better, means our weight cannot be gained by in improper way, that is we cannot get a obesity. Then it also helps in maintaining the blood cholesterol level. So the level of cholesterol in the blood, that is the fat in the blood, it should be maintained due to this physical exercise and yoga. The next one is lowers the risk of type 2 diabetes and some cancers. So diabetes are also two types. In this 2 type diabetes should be prevented due to this physical exercise, and also some types of cancers should be prevented due to physical exercise and yogasanas. Then next one is it helps in maintaining the blood pressure levels. So bp of the human beings will be normal. It should be not very high or it should not be very low, means the proper bp will be maintained by this physical exercise and yoga. Then last one, that is the helps it helps in attaining the stronger bones, muscles and joints, and lowers the risk of osteoporosis. Osteoporosis means weakening of the bones. Osteoporosis is the disease in which what happen, our bones become a weak and it can be fractured very easily by any accident. So in this due to this proper physical exercise and yogasanas, we should prevent from the such type of osteoporosis. And also we have a strong bones and also muscles, and the joints between the bones will be strong. It cannot be easily break by any shock. So in this way this physical exercise and yogasanas helps to us, and also it boosts the energy levels, makes you feel relaxed. So here we see the importance of physical exercise. Okay, then we see the list. Here we make a list for all these diseases. You see this table. Here I give some examples of all the types of disease, that is the viral diseases, measles, mumps, swine flu, chickenpox. The information about this disease you can find out on the internet also. Okay, then the next one is the bacterial diseases, that is tuberculosis, diphtheria, tetanus, cholera and typhoid. Means these diseases are caused due to the bacteria. Then next one is the insect, the diseases which spread through the insects or due to bite of the insects, that is the dengue, malaria and plague. Last one is the hereditary disease. Which are the hereditary disease? These are the diabetes, hypertension and cancers. Then next question in your textbook, that is the ninth question. Write the information on modern diagnostics and treatments of the cancer. So here you should write down the answer related to the diagnosis, how we diagnose the cancer, and which treatments are there for this cancer disease. So first we see the diagnostic of the cancer, how we diagnostic the cancer. So there are many techniques which are used in the diagnosis of the cancer, and their applications depend upon the type of cancer. Means here first you should have to diagnosis which type of cancer is present in the patient. So for this, which treatments are there? That is the biopsy, histopathological studies of bone and blood, then radiography, that is use of rays. There is a hammering of rays on this suffered part. Then CT means computed tomography, CT scan and MRI scan. In CT scan there is a computed tomography, means there is a scan will be occurred by using machine. Then MRI means magnetic resonance imaging, there is a magnetic field are created, and by this using magnetic field the images are taken of our each part of the body, are used in the diagnosis cancer. And another way is also radiography, CT, and all these techniques, that is the radiography, CT and MRI, are the modern techniques used in the cancer diagnosis. Nowadays these three modern techniques are mostly used for the diagnosis of cancer, because by this we can diagnose the proper place of this cancer, means at which places of the body this disease will be present. Okay, so computed tomography used X-ray to generate a three-dimensional image of the internals of the objects. Means here in CT scan what happen? In CT scan, computed tomography means in CT scan there is a use of X-ray, means X-rays are passed through this patient's body. Here we can get the three-dimensional image of the internals, means here internal part of the body get images in the form of X-ray. Okay, by using the X-ray we get images in the three-dimensional format. And MRI uses strong magnetic field. If in this strong magnetic field and non-ionizing radiations to accurately detect the pathology and physiological changes in the living tissue. Means by using MRI we can take each and every point of our body tissue and diagnosis at which part of the body tissues such type of cyst of this cancer will be appear. Okay, so these are the some modern techniques, by this we can done the diagnosis of the cancer. Okay, then we see the treatment of cancer, which treatments are there for the to cure this disease. So cancer is treated using three major approaches. Which three majors? Means three techniques are used, that is surgery, then radiotherapy and chemotherapy. These three techniques are majorly used. In surgery what happens? In surgery the tumor of this cancer will be removed by surgical operation from its site. Okay, from its site. This can be used in specific cases only, means not all the cases there is a surgery is need. If there is a first stage, then there is no need of surgery. By medicine or chemotherapy it can be cured, but in some cases surgery should be required for removing this tumor from that places in the body. Then radiotherapy is a technique in which what happen, the cancer cells are irradiated with the radiation. Irradiated means this cancer cell get killed by using these radiations, and these radiations are hammered on that part which is suffered from this tumor. So with radiations taking care of the normal tissues which surround the cancer. Means here what happen, only the cancer cells are, these radiations are focused on the only cancer cells, not the other normal tissues of the patient's body. So here in that way radiotherapy are used. Then the chemotherapy, the next treatment, that is the chemotherapy. In this therapy different kinds of drugs, that is the medicines, are used for the treatment of cancer. These drugs are gives to the patient through the saline. Okay, these chemotherapeutic drugs are specific for the particular tumors. Means these are depending upon the tumors which type of drugs are used for killing this tumor. So they have some side effects, such as due to these drugs the patient suffer from side effects like loss of hair, anemia. Then anemia means less of blood cells, that is the white blood cells get reduced, so that is called anemia. Then most of the cancers are treated by the combination of these three approaches. Mean in severe condition all these three techniques are used for the patient. So in this way we can cure the cancer. Then we see the last question, that is the 10th question. Here you should enlist the names and composition of the medicines present at your home. I here give the medicines which are present at my home. So you should change the answer as per your medicines. Okay. So which medicines are present at your home? See these medicines, the cover of these medicines, and write down the all the contents which are present in that medicines. Here I give some medicine, that is the Paracet. Paracet medicine contains that is the paracetamol and acetaminophen. Then Digen, this Digen medicine contains, these are the drugs or medicine which are present in my home. Okay, so you should write the another medicine also which are present at your home. So Digenes, it contains which contains or which compositions are present in that medicines. So Digen contains dried aluminum hydroxide. These information are present on the envelope of that medicine. Okay, so you should see this. So dried aluminum hydroxide, magnesium aluminum silicate hydrate, magnesium hydroxide, then simethicone. Okay, so these are the composition of this Digen. Then Volini contain diclofenac diethylamine BP. Then linseed oil BP, that is oleum lini, methyl salicylate. These are the chemicals. By using this combination these drugs are formed. Okay, so methyl salicylate, methanol IP, benzyl alcohol IP. The next medicine is omicine, that is it contains ondansetron. Okay, these are some drugs and their composition. So here we complete all question answers for this second lesson. So I hope you are understand. So you complete all the question answers in your notebook. Okay, so today we stop our lecture here. Have a good day. Bye.